There's a YouTube channel. It goes by the name of Mr. Snowflake.
Yeah, he's keeping the Misfits alive with us, that's for sure, for eternity.
Yeah.
Before we get into this episode of the history of the Delray Misfits, there's something I need to say to you maniacs. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I took time away from making Misfit episodes to make a Boogie 2988 video and an Amberlynn Reed video. And even though those videos did way more views for me than these Misfit videos ever will, there is something a lot more important than views. Loyalty. A sense of community. Not being Order 66th. I took time away from making Misfit videos to also spend time with my family again, and for that I am truly sorry to you all. I would divorce my wife and abandon my child, but it would mean living back with Jimmy Bunker, and well...
Yeah.
I can sit here now in the Snowflake studio and promise you all it will never happen again. I promise to never leave you maniacs. I don't want to be some guy who uses the Misfits and then abandons them. So, without further Delray, let's dive back into the piss.
Those were the days back then.
You idiot.
Let's do a little follow-up to see
Just
if he's
needs
got
mop.
the clean
Just
and
needs
you
mop.
fucking haven't.
Fuck is Dolan Duck.
Pretends to be a duck, he's not.
Ready?
They used to call me tripod or anaconda. Yeah.
Is that because you swallowed your food without chewing, or why was that? Lack of table manners, or what?
It amazes me. It's almost like he's black.
Stop it! Please stop!
What is wrong with you?
Do you want the short answer or the long one, Tamika?
Sure.
Well, for starters, I can tell you it's that body odor. Holy shit.
Suck it in.
Oh. Tamika, you smell that?
Frick!
Jason was in the gym stinking the place up, so nothing new there. But there was one thing that was new. Jason was actually training like he should be training. He wasn't skipping workouts, he was training to failure, he was eating better, he was even doing cardio for more than 5 minutes at a time. And it was all because of the upcoming bodybuilding show, the Ruby Classic. The Ruby Classic was just 3 months away, and Jason would apparently compete. I say apparently because everyone in the gym and watching at home were getting used to hearing how Jason was going to compete here and there, and it never seemed to happen. However, he had promised Big Lenny he would compete this time. Lenny told Jason, whether you're in shape or not, you're getting your butt on that stage. And obviously, Jason didn't want to get on Lenny's bad side. Who would? Jason had actually competed in a bodybuilding show back in 2010. He may have gotten on stage, but he didn't look stage ready and finished dead last. Although he could have won it if the circumstances had been different.
Sometimes nobody shows up and you automatically win.
If Jason did manage to make it to the Ruby, then it would be interesting to see if he looked better than he did 5 years ago. Not only was Jason planning on competing, but so was Big Lenny himself, and there was no doubt that Lenny would compete. Lenny was a man of his word. If he said he was going to compete, then he was going to compete. Lenny had actually competed in bodybuilding competitions before, so he was no stranger to getting on stage. The last time we had seen him on stage was back in October of 2014, where he came dead last. And just like with Jason, it would be interesting to see what improvements he had made since he last competed. Lenny could transform himself like no one else. He looked completely different to the Lenny we first met back in May of 2014. In fact, the only person who had transformed themselves even close to what Lenny had done was Michael Jackson. Although Michael went from black to white, Lenny from white to black.
Call me Black Lenny. Black power right there.
It didn't really matter though if Lenny was black or white. What mattered was him getting stage ready. Even Tamika and Jennifer were thinking about competing, although it wasn't a locked-in thing yet. They had to wait to see if they got their conditioning right first. Jennifer was training herself, although she would get help from the chivalrous guys in the gym when needed. Tamika was being trained by Koth Andrew. Lenny was training himself, and Jason had recently been training with Knee Wrap Nate. Nate had his very own YouTube channel. Similar to the Delray Misfits, he would record himself lift weights at World Gym in Delray and would film Jason often. The pair would work out together, ate together. They seemed to be really getting on, and a close friendship was starting to blossom. It was nice to see Jason have a friend, one who wouldn't constantly mock him or laugh at him. It was good to see him happy with his new friend, and Maniacs hoped their friendship would last a long time.
Order 66 Nate. Order 66 Nate.
Nate would film the odd bodybuilding show as well, and Nate actually took Jason to a show a few months back to show Jason just what type of shape he would need to be in if he was going to stand a chance of winning the Ruby. Whether Jason was training with Nate or just training on his own, there was no denying he was finally putting in the work, although his bodybuilding knowledge was still lacking somewhat.
Jason just posted this little video on Instagram. Listen to what he says and tell me what the hell he
I
means.
just started decarb loading.
Decarb loading?
Yesterday, I'm decarb loading till Tuesday, and I'm carb loading.
Decarb loading and carb loathing?
4 days off, 3 days off.
He posts about 2 of these a day on Instagram, 1 or 2 a day. And
Decarb loading. That's a new one.
Lenny was often on hand to give Jason the push he needed. Brad would make Jason angry, which Brad said motivated Jason to work out, and it did sometimes. But Lenny had a different approach to get the piss lord to train.
Look at that dense skin, seriously. Look at his tricep as he's lowering that weight in perfect form. He looks like Dorian. You know who you look like? A mix between Jay Cutler and Dorian Yates.
Yep.
Lenny would be nothing but positive around Jason. Tell Jason he was looking incredible. He would often tell him how he looked like Dorian Yates or Jay Cutler, even though Lenny clearly wasn't a fan of Jay Cutler.
Like Jay Cutler, primping and preening, looking cool before his workouts.
Oh, very nice.
He needs to learn how to put himself to the bottom of the basement and get himself in the right frame of mind to do a workout. This is for you, Jay.
Lenny was a man of honor. He said what he meant and he meant what he said. He didn't like Jay Cutler and that was never going to change.
Jay, it's an honor.
Maybe Lenny saying Jason looked like other bodybuilders was a motivational tactic, or maybe it was just Lenny genuinely believing it. He also thought Tamika looked like another bodybuilder.
She looks like Ronnie Coleman out there. Hey.
I'm sure she's going to appreciate that.
Not so long back, Lenny had asked Tamika to slap him and she refused, thinking it was all very weird. But for some reason, on this day...
Oh! That's more That's more like it.
I didn't see that, but I heard it.
That was crazy! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh god!
Perhaps it was Lenny saying she looked like Ronnie Coleman that convinced Tamika it was finally time to slap Lenny. Or maybe she was just warming to him. How could you not warm to him after all? Everyone at World Gym was working hard. Well, most people were. Chuck was always playing on his phone. Actually, that reminds me. Today's video is sponsored by League of Lennies. Control your army of Lennies as they battle the cookie cutters to free Princess Broccolini. Build up your Tan 10 warriors by watching 10 adverts in a row. Download it now from the App Store. Get your Black Lenny variant skin for only $40 when you include the promo code Mr. Snowflake is a sellout. So, what are you waiting for? Download it now and stop your porn addiction. So everyone except Chuck was working hard, but they also played hard as well. And one thing they wanted to do to have fun was the Ice Bucket Challenge with Jennifer. I wonder why they wanted Jennifer to do it. Since leaving employment at World Gym, we hadn't seen Jennifer very much, but she would still pop in now and again to train. Jennifer had agreed to do the Ice Bucket Challenge and get all wet. But she would only agree to it if Jason put on some fake tan. And Jason couldn't deprive the maniacs of seeing Jennifer all wet.
Commando! Let's piss! It looks like the fucking commando pack.
Yeah, the armpit's all you, Andrew.
I'm gonna bypass that one.
I'm gonna rub
Jason,
this off when I get in the shower.
Jason, you are a hell of a good sport, man.
You are, dude.
You are a hell of a good sport.
Just show it on video. It's gonna be piss.
All I can tell you, Jason, when you dump that bucket of ice water on her head, get your money's worth. Make sure she gets soaked.
Yes.
Get your money's worth.
The commando. The Apache.
Now that the fake tan was on, there was only one thing left to do.
You ready?
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. There's so holy shit.
Yeah.
Woo!
Show us your tits.
I'm not sure that was the correct ice to water ratio there to be an official Ice Bucket Challenge. Let's take another look to see if we can gain any new information. No, I still couldn't tell there. I'll have to do more research later when you guys go away. There was a great buzz in the gym. Perhaps it was Jason finally training properly. Perhaps it was Lenny being in the gym more and more recently. Perhaps it was Jennifer's big wet tits. But whatever it was, the positive vibes in the gym increased tenfold when the legend himself finally returned.
In his own words, Misfit Maniacs, I present to you the one and only Big Richard.
It's been over a year, about a year and a half since we've seen you in the gym, and it is damn good to see you here today.
Yeah.
Let us know what's been going on with you for the past year.
In February, I had to go, and as you can see from my eye, I had cancer around my eye, all around here. So they had to cut the cancer out. I had to wait a few months for that to fucking heal. And then I had to get radiation treatments. It was a bitch, to say the least.
Yes, the big man was back. However, he wasn't looking so big anymore. He had been away recovering from cancer, and it sounded like it had been really rough for him. The Misfits, of course, were glad he was back, and so were the Maniacs.
I love you, Big Richard. You are an inspiration. It takes a special sort of person to go through such adversity and struggle, and yet still have a positive attitude and stay true to who they really are. Lately, I've been going through some minor health issues myself, and after seeing Big Richard's demeanor towards things, it really changed how I handle things. You're a true hero, Big Richard. That's just one of literally hundreds that have been written.
I want to thank him for saying that, and those are really good words of wisdom. And he should stick by that, always be a fighter, and he'll come out of it and get his life back. So I agree with him 100%.
It was a great sight to see. Richard back where he belonged, in the gym with his fellow Misfits. He may have looked different to the Richard of old. His face was damaged, he was down in size, but make no mistake, he was still the same old Big Richard.
One thing I will confide in you, I cry when I come. I'm a very sensitive motherfucker. In sports, they drink their own urine. Yeah. And I don't know if I told you, but I've been eating my own stool. And it's really starting to fucking jack me up.
Yeah, I can tell.
Where is the...
Didn't you say he was your bitch, right?
Yeah, Lenny's my bitch, you know. Lenny's my bitch. Hey, Lenny, you're my bitch, buddy. Where's the fucking steroids? You know, you guys are a bunch of pussies. I come in here, nobody offers me steroids. Nobody to the gym. Gideon, why don't you come into the gym, you pussy whip, and let's meet you. Let's see what the fuck you're all about. Probably all talk and no action.
Kind of like you. Uh-oh, here comes the war. Kind of like you, big boy.
Yeah, you wish. If I had your old lady. Anyhow, you know what? Yeah, I'm talking about a woman with a big clit.
Well, Richard, there are a few of them in this gym. Take your pick.
Well, this girl Debbie,
well, no, it's not.
I saw her in that wrestling video.
Let's not mention anything.
You don't get adults gifts? I was going to get you laid by a beautiful girl. I'm not going to do it now. And she was only 18.
Oh, you were about to say 16, you sick
right.
fuck. Yeah, nice correction.
I don't want him to go to prison. And I'm going to turn you into a Jew. First, I'm going to check your penis to make sure it's circumcised. Then, when I came in today, Jason says to me, Richard, do you see I shaved? I said, why would I fucking notice that you shaved, Jason? I'm not attracted to you. And he started showing me how he shaved his arms and shit. I was going to ask him if he shaved his ass.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Did you shave your ass?
No.
Why not? Why don't you have one of the guys in here shave your ass, Jason?
That's gay. That's homo.
Have you had a chance yet to meet the legendary Big Richard right behind you?
No.
You haven't? Richard, have you met the lovely Jennifer?
No, how are you?
Hi, good.
Nice
How are
to
you?
meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I saw somebody was working on yellow over there. Yeah, I have a better technique than he has.
Do you?
I can put a smile on your face for a couple hours.
Fantastic.
Big Richard, what does that thing Andrew is holding look like to you?
It looks like a large dildo.
Well, why don't you smell the end of it?
X-rated?
Yeah, I use it in more ways than one.
Right.
Give that a sniff.
Yeah, it smells like, is that Jennifer?
Yeah. That's good stuff, huh?
It's so great that he's back.
Along with Richard and Jason going back and forth, well, mainly Richard going forth.
I mean, I don't want to fucking tear your throat out and shit down your neck. I'll fucking cut you up and dump you in the Everglades.
Mike's relationship with Richard was one of the major highlights in the early days of the Misfits. But sadly, Mike had moved away and we hadn't seen him for quite a while. But as well as Big Richard returning to our Misfit screens, Mike returned for a special message.
What's up, Misfits? Mike Manley here. I understand Lenny and Jason have a show coming up. This is the year they're gonna be stellar. Shoot up among the stars. More muscle is what you're after, guys. Train hard, train intensely to failure. Best of luck to you both. I'm sitting here thinking fondly about my epic battles with Big Richard. All kidding aside, I'll say this. Richard was purely 100% authentic. What you saw was what you got, no two ways about it. What's new with me? I'm currently working on my 4th book. This is my first book to feature a female main character. I'm trying to become an expert on women. It's a tall order, but I think I could do it. 100 episodes! What an amazing accomplishment! Let's shoot for 100 more. I'm honored to be included in this awesome celebration. My very best to you. I miss you guys. You're an amazing group. You have amazing chemistry. Keep up the hard workouts, and I know that you'll reach your aim in the gym and in life.
Yes, it had been 100 episodes of pure Misfit fun. We had laughed. We had cried. Sorry, I read that wrong. Jason had laughed.
Jason's still laughing at this!
Decapitated. He was decrepit.
And Jason had cried.
Stop it! Please stop!
TV is littered with shows that went on for too long. The Big Bang Theory, The X-Files, The James Corden Show, Episode 2. But when it came to the Delray Misfits, it just seemed to keep getting better and better. It was truly exceptional. No, that's not the right word. It was truly remarkable. No, that's still not right. It was truly pissening what Andrew had created. He had made a reality show with some of the most engaging characters to ever appear on screen. And what's more, it was all 100% real.
Chuck's gonna do
Happy 100th episode. I can't believe people watch the shit.
The 100th episode, keep going. 100 more to come. These guys are fabulous. They're funny.
100 episodes. Andrew's done an amazing job. He's a hell of a narrator. He's a great friend of Jason. He's a great photographer. And, 100 more to come.
Andrew and his merry band of misfits wouldn't have gotten to 100 episodes if not for the fans, the Maniacs themselves.
There would be no Delray Misfits without any of you. You guys are the absolute best. And so thank all of you. Let's keep this going. That's all I could say.
They tuned into every video to laugh at Jason, watch Sol do shoulders, and see Lenny do Lenny things. The fans were just as much of a part of the Misfits as the Misfits themselves. And the fans started to root for Jason. Jason putting in the work was really doing wonders for his popularity. The videos he would post to his own channel stopped getting so many dislikes and got more likes than ever before. Fans were wanting him to get in great shape and do well at the Ruby Classic. And many fans wanted Jason to win the 200 bucks Andrew and Brad had promised him if he got down to 10% body fat for the competition. Sadly, when they tried to test Jason's body fat, the tests were inconclusive. One test said he was 8%, but Koth Andrew was convinced the calipers were way off. And he was probably right. Jason didn't look the 8% body fat it said he was. 8% was Will territory, and there was no way Jason was anywhere near as peeled as Will. Another test said he was closer to 13% body fat, so we weren't sure what his exact body fat was. But he didn't look to be under 10% like he said he was going to be. But he did look to be in his best shape since the Adam Harper era.
Jason, how do you spell your name?
Jason had gotten this lean by following Jay Masters' advice of only 18 fish and green beans. Jason may have been the leanest since the Adam Harper days, but he didn't have the abs he had with Adam. They say abs are made in the kitchen, so it's no wonder Jason didn't have great abs.
It's Chef Jason Genova today. Oh, TV off. It's gonna pick up copyright. The Crackhead Cookbook, fish and broccoli. Let's start off with the protein shake. Strawberries. And we're gonna put that in there. The Crackhead water protein shake. It's Chef Crackhead. Look at all my supplements up in my cubby. Supplement galore. That's all my supplements. And then I got a ton of this stuff right here. Oh, I got more. More. It looks like a pile of
Holy shit, where do you get all this stuff? Give me some of it, I need to get big. Slim Science Appetite Suppressant? Jesus, really? Ultra Concentrated Sleep and Recovery. Oh, you just spat all over me. Rev Test, All Natural Testosterone Booster. Blackstone Labs, oh, Blast from the Past. Hype, Nitric Oxide Booster. What does that even do?
Blows your muscles up. Look, I got all this.
What the fuck?
It's like the candy store drugs. I'm the pharmaceutical drug house.
Well, that's the appetizer. What's the main course?
The main course of the resistance. Fish. Alright, how do you turn this on? Front.
There you go. No. You know, you can't just take that right out of the freezer. You gotta let it defrost.
I don't care, I'm a freak.
Onto the frying pan, which by the way isn't even hot yet. You want that to get hot first.
Wait till this thaws a couple minutes.
It was been in the freezer. It's gonna take a couple of hours to thaw out.
Chef Crackhead doesn't give a care.
don't believe.
I have an idea.
What's your idea, Chief?
We'll thaw it out on this for like 3 minutes. Thaw it out, get it loose, and then put it on the frying pan. Now you're using your brain. It's fried anyway. It's fried. Fried from all the supplements. Is this running now? Is this on?
Hang on a sec. Move the pot. It's ice cold, Jason.
Now it's loose. Now we can play around with it. Ugh. Trying to make this good seasoning diet.
Didn't Adam Harper teach you how to do all this shit?
Yes, he did. I got these paprika. Chef Crackhead. No. Ah! And put it on the plate. Next on. Chef Crackhead's preparing green beans.
There you go. Use the teeth. Use the teeth.
That fish didn't come out that bad, did it, Andrew? Now that's a meal right there.
That is 5-star.
Because this is what I'm
What is that?
putting in. Paprika.
You gotta fix this drain, Chief.
I'll fix that right now. I don't know what's going on here, but
Don't worry about it right now. It's all right.
it's clogged up anyway. Let me get that fixed. Get my grandma.
Oh, that stinks.
Alright, let's eat this wonderful dish. To all my fans, this is the Crackhead diet.
Sorry. There is just like, I don't even know if it's like rat droppings.
That's the Crackhead diet?
All you need is a nice bottle of Pinot Noir to go along with that right here.
Oh!
Lindemann's Pinot Grigio. Is that the same bottle we got at Costco?
Yeah. Drink it in this. Just to
Jason, I will never tell you ever again that you are unsophisticated. It gets no more sophisticated than this. A glass of Pinot Grigio with a bunch of shit floating around in it. My God. And a shaker for a blender. Jason, you are truly
unique.
A sophisticated gentleman.
And we're gonna get drunk tonight.
Look at all of this shit.
That's the end of that. There's the Crackhead diet. And that's all she wrote.
That's it, we're done? I am revoking your chef hat. Chef.
You're fired!
Chef Crackhead.
You're fired.
You're fired.
Bye-bye.
Peace out, bye.
Peace out, bye.
Tamika and Jennifer weren't going to compete at the Ruby after all. It was a great shame. Maniacs had wanted to see Tamika and Jennifer on stage wearing nothing but a little bikini, though I'm not sure why. But we were still going to get Lenny and Jason compete. Lenny was now being trained, it seemed, by Jay Masters. Jay remarkably had stopped Lenny doing his infamous quarter reps. Lenny was now doing the full reps and was enjoying it, and when Jay wasn't training Lenny, he was smashing his own records.
Right. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fuck yes. Best ever.
Seriously, that's all time?
Yeah. That was beautiful. Check out the back of the neck, the blood running. Yeah, look at that blood flow.
Wait, why is the back of your head bleeding?
Woo!
Jay had wanted Lenny to train more like how he trained, bleeding head and all.
Can you clean the back of his head? He's bleeding. Hay sangre en la cabeza, mira. You see? Can you clean? No?
Lenny, with the full reps, was now getting more and more ripped with each of Andrew's videos, and he was enjoying showing off his progress. The momentum Jason and Lenny had in the run-up to the Ruby was fantastic. Sorry, sickening. But a little extra push was always welcomed. Well, most of the time it was welcomed.
Craig Titus is in jail, right?
Yeah.
He's in jail?
Yeah.
Okay. He leaked a picture. I don't know if you know this. Craig Titus leaked a picture of his arm.
It's sickening.
That's Craig Titus's arm. What do you think?
That's piss.
Look, do you think that's a nice arm?
Yes, I do.
Do you think that's like a stage-ready, championship-quality arm?
Yes, definitely.
You know whose arm that really is?
Who?
That's not Craig Titus's arm, Jason.
Who is
Look
it?
again. Whose arm do you think that is?
I don't know.
Who looks great? It's Gideon's arm.
Oh.
That's not Craig's arm. So you just admitted that Gideon's arm looks stage-ready.
Lenny could have used a rival like our old friend Gideon to push and motivate him in the gym, but unfortunately he just never had that sort of rival. Sure, now and again people would motivate Lenny. His love for Christina Broccolini was always a good motivator, and the nicest man on the internet, Vegan Gaines, would get the odd Lenny rant.
And Vegan Gaines is living proof. Sitting there like that, and he's a young man like that, you have no fighting. Vegan Gaines, you're the type of guy that we went to school with and would go run to the teacher and tell.
But Vegan Gaines just didn't motivate Lenny like Gideon did with Jason. Lenny had tried all sorts of things to get the motivation required to be a champion. He had let people slap him.
Oh!
He had let 10-year-old kids tase him.
Oh!
Wow.
He took it.
Not bad.
That was holy shit.
I see you cookie cutter drug addicts go down.
But nothing was quite on the level of Gideon motivating Jason. If only Lenny had what Jason had, maybe he could be a champion. Well, it appeared as though Lenny had finally found his Gideon, except his name wasn't Gideon.
Anyways, there's a fan.
Yeah.
They wanted me to show you this. And he wanted to know what you thought. Okay?
Should we give his name?
Well,
what is it?
Dale.
Dale.chance on Instagram.
Yep. He said, show Big Lenny this. He challenges you to do full range of motion for bent over rows.
First of all, you stupid son of a bitch, I have 2 surgeries on my bicep tendons. Look at my arms for the last time, look. That's how far it goes. Look, see that? Look at that. Can't even put a phone in my ear. Oh, you're bucking the weight up. Get out of here, Dale. Look at you. Ugh, ugh. That is the worst form, you bloated. See that clown Dale that sent that video in his bro? He's like this.
He's not letting go of the Dale
he said
thing.
He's coming here.
He did? He's coming here?
You're gonna come in here and get...
Was Dale making fun of
Dale,
Jay or Lenny?
I'm gonna force you to keep your back flat when I sodomize you.
He wasn't making fun of anyone. He simply posted a video of himself.
That was pathetic.
Bent over rowing 405. Andrew showed the video to Lenny. I thought it was a great lift. Lenny mocked it.
It was a joke. You're gonna keep that back in place because I'm gonna hold it there, if you know what I mean, when I mount you. The hell kind of lift is that? Really, what the hell is that? How about this? Here's how to do it. You bloated sack of shit. How many milligrams are you injecting, fat boy?
Dude, all the guy did was post a video of himself on Instagram doing bent over rows, and look at the shitstorm he started.
Porno, Dale? How about the porno when you inject yourself with all that hormone? What do you do, Dale? What's your favorite fantasy?
Let's go.
Look at this guy.
Let's see him.
These are for Dale.
Oi.
Come on.
Oi.
Do it for Dale.
Like nothing's on here.
Oh no, he's snotting.
That's what I think about you, Dale. You fucking fat little freak.
Yeah.
Dale Chance. It's gonna be on that NBC show where they're gonna talk about your missing body. You know, see that show on a Friday night? They watch, and your father's gonna be crying.
Closer, right to his
face. It all
face.
started when he sent his videos in. It wasn't right what the big Lenny did. Well, your Lucky Charms beard, my semen's magically delicious when it goes down your throat. Hey, bro. Yeah, you play real cool, real original. Everything he says is a fucking cookie cutter fucking regurgitation.
Just so everyone knows, Dale still said Lenny is his favorite character.
Because you're a cookie cutter, Dale. That's why.
Because you're a cookie cutter, Dale.
Finally, with the rival he needed to motivate him,
Dale! Dale! Dale!
Lenny stepped it up a gear.
What the fuck was that? What the hell did you just put in your mouth?
Nothing.
Is that a raw egg?
I see you cookie cutters eat a raw. You don't have the guts to eat a raw egg.
Now that Tamika was out of the Ruby, Koth Andrew began working with Jason, and Andrew was really putting the effort in with him. He truly wanted him to do well. Of course, not everyone was rooting for Jason.
You even had to go and take your fucking shirt off. Are you really trying to discourage him or what?
Shut up! Shut up!
Look at him.
Lenny, and in particular Jason, couldn't hide their excitement to compete with one another.
What's your question, dude?
The biggest
Is it Lord Vader or Lord Vader?
Lord Vader?
You should go with Lord Vader.
So what are the competitors going to be when they get on stage with you? They're going to be...
Yeah, competing against Lord Vader, Chewbacca. Yeah.
They're fucked.
They're fucked. They don't know what they're asking for. Beat down from Lord Vader. Let's get all the Jedi to Order 66, the rebellion. Take my best troops out.
When Jason was with Lenny, he seemed more confident, capable of doing anything.
You're a sheep ass.
You fucking
sheep ass.
And the gentleman from PBS.
Son, you want to come over here? We'll let you didn't come over here. Listen, hey.
Perhaps Jason wouldn't have competed on his own. Perhaps he needed Lenny for that confidence. Lenny and Jason's excitement was rubbing off on the other Misfits, and with Richard back, there was just an all-round good feel inside the gym. Lenny and Jason were ready, the Misfits were ready, and of course the Maniacs were ready. All the hard work was done, and it was finally time.
This is the light heavyweight class. Corner turn to the right.
Right in the middle.
Another corner.
What's going on in that bathroom?
Front lat spring.
Flare forward. You should be flaring your chest, shoulders, and lats. And arms.
Good, he's having fun.
Side chest of your choice.
Look at Jason's ass. It's tight as a drum. Look at that. Look at those hamstrings.
Smile, baby. Give us a rear double bicep.
Okay. Now, chest up. There you go.
Rear lat spring.
Now, same thing. Get your chest up.
And with one leg extended forward, your hands overhead and down.
Back and close that.
And now your most muscular.
There he goes. Go, Jason! Yeah, Jason! Hold that pose, JG. Good job, Jason! Yes. Leonard! Yeah. Get her, Lenny.
And now face each other.
Let's see those white teeth, Lenny.
Look at that. I'm a middle-aged man. Anybody got teeth like that? Come on down. We'll have a teeth comparing contest.
Side chest. Okay, side deeper forward.
308. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Lenny's giving me the evil eyes. Yeah. Lenny's back is legit.
And now you will smile.
Hey, you know what it's like? You ever see the movie They Live with Rowdy Roddy Piper? He's got to start chanting Dale, Dale, Dale. Dale, 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 Dale.
Lenny and Jason finished posing for the daytime show, but there was also a nighttime show. The first show was mainly for the judges, and the nighttime was usually for the fans. So, on the nighttime show, there's usually a lot more people in the audience. But Andrew, of course, made it to the daytime show. He did all the filming, and Nate was there to cheer on his new buddy. Lenny and Jason knew they probably weren't going to win. It was clear, even to a non-bodybuilding fan, that they weren't in the same league as the men they stood next to. But they didn't care. They did it for themselves and for the fans. And Lenny looked like he was making some brand new fans.
You know, the like funny part about this is you guys are filming and you got the little kids yelling, "Ew!" right over there.
Are you serious? Don't scare the little kids. Lives.
Japanese, I'm Godzilla. Here I come. Yeah.
Lenny, they look so terrified right now. They don't even know what you are.
I'm Big Lenny, the Delray.
Don't be scared. He's just Big Lenny.
What's your name? Max. Nice to meet you. What a great looking kid. Look at this perfect hair. Very looking good, man. What is this, your school?
No, I go to physio.
You should bring him to the class for show and tell.
Hey.
You can show him to the class.
Rebecca, I'm Big Lenny. Nice to meet you. Can I have a Dorito? I'm hungry. Can I have a Dorito? One Dorito, Rebecca. Hey, what's your name?
You got a crowd here, Lenny.
I'm Big Lenny.
I'll take a picture with you?
Yeah. What's your name? Richard, look at this. Big, we have a big Richard, now we have a little Richard.
1, 2, 3, cheese.
Cheese. Look at that shirt with the gator. That was a cool shirt. These are all Figs' children.
Okay, let's go play game.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Bye, guys.
Thanks. I'm so big, I love it. I'm not a cookie cutter.
I don't usually like to offer opinions when making videos. I like to stay impartial and let the facts speak for themselves. But I have to say this. When I first saw Big Lenny, I thought he was this big, scary, gross guy who wasn't to be messed with. But after seeing how he interacted with the kids there, I was wrong. Sure, he's a big guy, but he's not this gross monster like I originally thought, and many think. He's a big softie who's kind-hearted and very sweet when it comes to children. There's nothing gross about Big Lenny.
Lenny?
I would like to retract my last statement. The nighttime show came around and this was the big one. The one with all the fans, with all the excitement. And Lenny and Jason had more fans there rooting for them than any other competitor. Jason was clearly more nervous than the morning show, and he rushed through his poses very quickly. He even had to do his poses a second time because he finished so soon. As expected, Lenny and Jason didn't win. Lenny came a predictable last place. Lenny's back was mightily impressive, but while Lenny had that gut, he was never going to win. Jason, though, finished a respectable third place out of 3 competitors. It's a shame the other 2 guys showed up. If they hadn't, Jason had a very good chance of winning. But at least Jason and Lenny got a nice photo at the official ceremony. It didn't matter that they didn't win. Lenny came in absolutely ripped and freaky looking, which was his goal, and Jason got in good shape for him, and got on stage. They had already achieved so much, they didn't need some trophy to tell them they were great. They already knew they were. So yes, they may not have won the competition, but guess what?
Who cares? Who gives a fuck?
Lenny and Jason may not have been crowned the champions of the Ruby Classic that night, but they were both certainly champions of the Delray Misfits.
Jason, 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 Jason.
So, without further Delray, let's dive back into the piss. Oh, hey! No, I'm just recording this fake apology for the Maniacs. Yeah, everyone started moaning because I didn't upload in a few months. I know, it's like get a life. Yeah. Well, I can't, can I? I'll be order 66th. Yeah, so I have to pretend to like them. Oh, and if I hear the word pissening or sickening or cookie cutter once more, I'm gonna scream. Yeah, Misfits do suck. Yeah, and so do the Maniacs. Okay, I'll catch you later, Leo Longevity. Make sure you edit this out, will you, Jimmy?
How about no? I think I'll leave that in. Edit, zoom in on me own face.
Welcome to my world, motherfucker.